Hey there, let me tell you a story about a woman named Emily. Now, Emily was just your average gal, living her life, working her 9 to 5, and dreaming about what could be. But one day, everything changed. She started feeling unwell, like really unwell. She was tired all the time and had these weird nagging pains. After countless doctor visits, she finally got the news that shattered her world. "You have a serious illness," the doctor said gravely. Just like that, Emily felt her life flash before her eyes. She thought she was dying. In a panic, she decided to do something radical. She said to herself, "If I'm going to go, I'm going to go big." So she drained her savings, packed her bags, and booked a one-way ticket to Paris. The City of Lights was calling her name, and she was ready to embrace every moment. Imagine this Emily wandering through the cobblestone streets, sipping café au lait in quaint little cafes, and losing herself in the art at the Louvre. She felt alive again. The Eiffel Tower sparkled like a beacon of hope. And for those few days, she was determined to make memories that would last a lifetime. But then something unexpected happened. While she was enjoying her croissant at a charming bakery, she bumped into a man named Julian, tall, dark, and handsome, with a smile that could light up the darkest of days. They struck up a conversation, and before she knew it, they were laughing and sharing stories like old friends. Julian was everything Emily didn't know she needed. He was passionate about life, adventurous, and had this zest that made her feel like she could conquer the world. They spent the next few days together, exploring the city, climbing to the top of the Eiffel Tower, and indulging in the delicious French cuisine. Every moment felt like a dream. And for the first time since she received her diagnosis, Emily forgot about her worries. She was falling in love and it felt magical. But just as quickly as it began, her Parisian adventure was coming to an end. She had to catch her flight back home, and her heart felt heavy. Back in her hometown, Emily continued to feel unwell, and the thoughts of her Paris trip lingered in her mind. But she couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. So she decided to seek a second opinion. After more tests and scans, the new doctor looked at her with a puzzled expression. "Emily, you're not sick. You've been misdiagnosed." "Wait, what? Misdiagnosed?" Emily was in shock. She felt a wave of relief wash over her, but also a bit of anger at the first doctor. All that stress, all that panic, and she was fine. But here's the twist. Julian had kept in touch, and when he heard the news, he was ecstatic. They started talking more, and before they knew it, Emily was back on a plane to Paris. But this time, it was for something more permanent. Fast forward a couple of years, and guess what? They got married in a beautiful ceremony under the Eiffel Tower. And it didn't stop there. They decided to start a family. And what began as a terrifying chapter turned into a wonderful life filled with 10 beautiful kids. Yes, 10! Can you believe it? From thinking she was dying to living a life fuller than she ever imagined, Emily found love and happiness in the most unexpected way. So, if you ever find yourself in a dark place, remember Emily's story. You never know what twists and turns life has in store for you. Sometimes it just takes a leap of faith, a little adventure, and maybe even a trip to Paris. Who knows what magic awaits?